Without a diagnosis, these patients don't have any medical home. They don't have any support network.
We're alone in this journey. We really are like refugees.
It would be nice to have a place, even if it's a way away and you have to fly an airplane to get there like twice a year. It'd be nice to have a place where you could go and take your child and have them followed up on a consistent basis.
When we can't give them a proper label or a proper categorization, I think there is a unintended abandonment that happens.
We expect in our society that somehow we're going to find an answer and become diagnosed, so that when someone is undiagnosed, it raises the whole question of what happened to the system. Wasn't the system supposed to have an answer for me?
Even though we've been on this journey for almost 3 years, every opportunity for a test or another doctor to see, we're still kind of hopeful. But then again, the balloon pops when when there is nothing.
Hope is one of the most therapeutic elements. In fact, they call the NIH the National Institutes of Hope, and the Undiagnosed Diseases Program provides that for a whole cadre of individuals who have not had hope in the past.
We've seen 40 plus specialists across the country at all the best institutions, all the big names, and everyone kind of shrugged their shoulders. She said, she's a puzzle.
I was misdiagnosed for 27 months. He had gone from TIA to stroke to complex migraine to you're nuts.
I think that patients who have medically unexplained symptoms have a tendency to receive psychiatric diagnoses.
So what I would just love to tell doctors is it's okay if you don't know. And it's okay to admit that.
What you're asking me to do is to look for zebras. When you hear hooves, you look for horses. I had no idea what that meant. All I knew is that my child was lying in there dying. And my thought was he should be looking at everything.
What we really ought to be thinking, that diagnosis is co-produced by the physician and the patient.
He had to die of something. You're right. He had to die of something. And we don't know what it is.
What is so tragic is not only the human suffering, but also the fact that this population provides very important data that is not being stored anywhere.
The worst thing for me as a doctor is to have a child die and not know why.
I went over to her bed and I said, Gina, what's wrong? Mommy was very concerned. She called me. And she grabbed me by the collar and she pulled me real close and she said, Daddy, please don't lose me. And so I said, I won't.
You can't abandon your patients because you're abandoning them and abandoning their hope.
Imagine you're at the doctor's office. You're sick, you know something is wrong, you want to know what to do next. What if your life got stuck in that moment? Weeks, months, years go by, and you still don't know what you have. What if your illness was progressing and time was against you? What if that was your child? There are currently millions of children and adults who are sick without a diagnosis.
Undiagnosed Medical Refugees is the first documentary to address this major healthcare issue that affects so many people around the world. This film will give the undiagnosed community a voice, give them an identity, give them a position to advocate from. But even more than that, it will create a shift in what this population represents to the future of medicine.
If you think about it, every illness was once undiagnosed. It is because of the unknown diseases that we are where we are today in medicine. Through this film, a major change in healthcare can happen that will impact people now and for many generations to come.
We are very passionate about this documentary, and we've been working on it since its inception without pay and funding everything completely out of pocket. It's been a year since we started, and we now have 80% of the movie shot. We've captured over 250 hours of footage from all over the country, and we've already begun post-production. But we need your help to finish this important project. Every dollar that you donate will go directly towards making this important film a reality.
So please give generously.
Together, we can make a difference in so many lives, and in how medicine is practiced now and in the future.